I am running around like a headless chicken this morning because we've got to leave super early, and you know Philip and I are not great at that because we're driving 2.5 hours away to the Chateau de Chambord in the Loire Valley because there is going to be one of France's biggest brocantes there. So we're super excited. Philip and I are going to jump in the car, go and meet our friend John there and hope that we can find treasures for the chateau. But first, I need a cup of tea. Tea and half a croissant. And this isn't a diet thing. I've just failed to locate the second half of the croissant. Breakfast of champions, and then I think I better run and put some clothes on. I don't believe it. Look, little Hansel is doing the same thing as his father at the same time. Oh, that's the most adorable thing I've ever seen. It's so cute. Oh, is he going to be like Thor? Is he going to turn around and show us the front? Yes. Oh, you are gorgeous. I mean, you need a few more feathers, but you've got the shape right down. I think he's trying to attract Spud. Yeah, that's not going to get you very far, Hansel.
I mean, maybe Spud's into it.
And Thor's showing how it should be done. Oh, come on, Thor, don't mess around now. Front view. Thor, this is ridiculous. People all over the world want to see the front. Nope. Bottom shot it is. So fluffy. Well, if you want to show us her bottom, let's get a close-up of that lovely fluffiness. Thank you, Thor. We're on our way to the huge brocante, but no, this is not the Chateau de Chambord. This is not the brocante. As you can see, this is a greenhouse, and it's because we've come to a local flower farm because I want to arrange buying some flowers locally for all of our guests to enjoy at Lalande until our flower production in midsummer really gets going. And this place is amazing. It is run by Jean-Baptiste. It is brand new. He only started this entire farm in September. This is his first ever harvest, and I can't wait for you to meet him. He's so charming. You are going to love him. So let's go meet Jean-Baptiste. How do you choose which varieties to go for?
Well, I have to... well, it's just the feeling. I had planned to buy specific varieties, etc. But when I was on a website, I was like, I buy it all.
Everything
I
you
couldn't
see.
stop, of course, because you're like, why this one and not this one? Can't choose both. I will cultivate other varieties that are more fragile. These are not produced anymore by the big industry because they can't handle transportation. This is quite an advantage we have with local production. These are cut and delivered to the florist within a day. I have 2 rows of roses and a tulip that fell down.
Huge.
I saw it when it fell down and I was like, okay, you got your freedom. And well, after we've got other species. I'm saying every week, next week I won't have flowers, I think. And well, I still have flowers. So.
And John was telling me you've sold out every week at the
yes,
market.
at the local market. Yeah, it's very surprising. I wasn't expecting such a success quickly. When it's local flowers that are produced the right way, it becomes a real pleasure again to buy yourself flowers, just like my series says.
Wise words.
Or even to offer flowers with the right story to be told. Like, oh, they come from this place and this guy. And the pleasure is back for people to buy flowers. So
it does make a difference.
This is really nice to see. As well, when you see them walking in the alley and they just look at the flowers and they smile. They don't always buy, but it's just, you can see that they have these sparkles in the eyes and they're happy to see these colors. So it's really, it's why I'm doing this.
And these are the ones waiting to go. Oh, look at all the different colors. Oh, the yellows are my favorites. Wow,
Yeah.
Love them. Every single shade difference. Oh, wow, the whites and green.
Yes.
So unusual.
Very pretty. And
Yeah.
when it grows, I can show you.
No.
It's like hairs are coming up.
I've never seen anything like it in my life. Is that a ranunculus?
Yes, it is.
What? It's like a mini garden in a flower.
Yeah.
Love it. Who wouldn't want to stare at these all day in a beautiful bouquet?
And the calendulas are super nice as well.
This one, it's slightly frilly all the way around the edge. These you have at yours, don't you, John?
Yes,
I was looking
I do.
at these.
Yes.
In
You
your
have the blue ones.
Yeah,
Oh,
and they look
so
as good today
gorgeous.
as they did. This is small flower, but it's very
It's
delicate. and very beautiful.
the last narcissus. It's called Poeticus narcissus, and it smells so good.
Wow.
Yeah.
You have to try that. I was just popping in here to arrange the flowers. I wasn't actually going to film, but the moment I arrived, I met Jean-Baptiste. I realised that you had to meet him as well. I knew that you'd probably find it quite interesting to see where we're going to be sourcing our flowers. And it's so wonderful that he's able to do this. And it's because the transportation costs for flowers from the Netherlands or from Kenya, they've gone up so much that finally it is possible for local producers to be able to compete with that market. Because in the past, flowers from the Netherlands have been so cheap, no one could compete with them. But on top of that, people are increasingly wanting to buy locally. So these two things are coming together and creating this amazing opportunity for new farms like this. We made it to the Chateau de Chambord, and this brocante is enormous. There's over 500 stalls. I don't know how we're going to have the time to get around it all. Philip is very keen. He's raring to go. Oh, should we get one of those? Now that looks French. Never has a more French sight been seen. Even the handlebar moustache and the striped jumper.
Should I try one of them?
Definitely. This really is a proper fairy tale castle. Building started on this chateau, which is colossally vast, in 1519 under King Francois I, and he was king at the same time as King Henry VIII in England, just to give you an idea. We're talking about the Tudors in England when this was being built in France. Chambord is actually famous for its roof, but of course at the moment we can't see much of it. It's being restored. You can even go up there and walk amongst the towers. Today we're not going to have a chance to visit the chateau itself, but I promise you we will come back and have a big visit here. Now I don't know about you, but when looking at a magnificent chateau like this, the one thing I don't expect to see peeking out of the window is a horse. But that is a horse. The whole front section must have been the stables. That's a pretty grand stable. Alors c'est sûr que ça va me porter bonheur.
J'espère en tout cas.
Alors on va trouver des trésors à la brocante à cause de ça.
Ah bah j'espère. De toute façon là, il y a beaucoup de monde donc normalement si vous ne trouvez pas de trésor.
Oui, là, ce serait vraiment mauvaise chance.
Voilà pour
Merci
vous.
beaucoup. Merci.
Bonne fin de journée.
Bonne journée.
À vous. Au revoir.
This is old Paris porcelain. Really pretty because look, it's got the lily of the valley on.
Yes.
So it's perfect for today.
I like the colours.
Yeah. I really like that lily of the valley platter, but we've only just started. So I think we need to spend a bit more time looking at everything before making any rash decisions.
And I take the looking at everything very serious.
Oh, you do? It's going to take
to
us
heart.
years. There's a lovely little paper model of this chateau. So
right
yes,
there.
and then you can see that is really the stables. That's what I was just looking at the horse from the other side.
Where are the Mont Saint-Michel?
Yeah, we've travelled far through.
Yes.
Chickens! Chickens!
Definitely.
Porcelain,
Opaque.
opaque de Gien. Oh, it's Gien. Cocks. That's what it says on the back. I love those. We have a few like this at home, don't we? That's Gien again. I keep picking up all of the Gien.
But
I
we don't
like
have anything
it.
like it, but we have the leaves.
Platter.
Yes, exactly.
I do like those a lot. I think they'd be very nice with the cabbage plates.
Maybe.
Look who we bumped into! Europe, mais c'est incroyable, look at you là!
C'est incroyable.
Tu es dans cette région pendant longtemps?
À vélo.
Avec les amis?
Voilà.
D'accord. Ben,
Un nouveau château.
régalez-vous et si vous voulez continuer en vélo jusqu'à Lalande, venez.
Ça marche, merci.
Et dis coucou à toute la famille.
Ça marche.
Philip just spotted these and they're really similar to the ones we have in our
same.
bedroom. Exactly the same as the ones at either side of our bed.
And Vivian has the same ones as well.
Yeah, so there must have been quite a few made at some point. I don't know when they're from.
Yeah.
Look at that tiny little miniature. The children of King Charles. It's adorable. The clock is so sweet because look, she's just coming and looking at where she and her lover have written their initials in the tree.
E-N?
N, I think it's E-N. Maybe she's waiting for him to come and meet her
That's what I
there.
think. Oh, maybe he's gone off to war or something. Oh no, that's her hat.
That's her hat. She's just waiting.
That's very
Little
sweet.
parasol is there too.
I like that one.
That's very cute. I can't imagine a more perfect backdrop to a brocante. Every time I look up, I feel I have to pinch myself. Ooh, fabric. Oh, this looks fascinating. These are the old preserved flowers and tiaras that people used to preserve after their weddings. You can see that one would have been a very, very pretty one. And then they would keep them as souvenirs of the day afterwards. And there's more plates like the ones we were just looking at. I wonder if they're also Gien. No, that doesn't say. I actually prefer these with almost the little berries. They are gorgeous.
That's my initials.
Oh yes, just inverted.
But 60 for 8 seems ridiculous.
Well, we usually buy them a lot less than in most, but I must say they're very, very nice ones.
Oh.
Also, strangely, I think it's an IP. I think the J, the French always had a line for the J, but the I's were done like that. I mean, you guys, yes, absolutely. Oh no, they are very elegant. The colour's gorgeous. Fetching hat.
I'm okay.
Summer garden party.
I mean, yeah, if you want to try it on.
I love those bottles. Oh, but that one's 110. I got one in Iguahan, one of the lovely Guerlain bottles, and I was lucky I paid 30 for it. We're in a hunting region, so there's so many hunting trophies. I don't think we'll be going home with a wild boar today. This is a heaven of pottery.
Yes.
It's a little hot air balloon.
Step away from the pottery.
Don't make me step away from the pottery. Oh, sorry, Mr. Step away from the pottery.
You have this one in a big platter.
Oh, I love it. Look with the little swans. House in the background.
Royal cottage.
It is just very crackle place, though. I think we're going to have to let that one go. You found your happy place, Philip.
Yes. I really like the walls. They're very nice.
Yeah, they're nice because they're a nice size, aren't they?
More than that. That would have been lovely for the glass salon.
Yeah.
Nice to try.
Oh, I do like it. I like the fabric. So old-fashioned with a little fringe at the bottom. It's really cute. It'd be lovely in a bathroom. And, oh, that's a lot of gnomes on one ladder.
Look, Scottish gnome.
Oh, with these little bagpipes. These are old French automatons that must move when they're actually turned. There's a little key at the side. Oh, que c'est incroyable! You can imagine a little girl 100 years ago being absolutely mesmerised by that. This is quite unusual because it's a chandelier, but rather than just having a chain, it has its fully glass solid drop.
I actually really like that.
It's quite fun, but that means that's exactly where you have to have it. You can't mess around with the height of it at all. Apparently it was 300. It actually seems quite a reasonable price, but I just don't think we need that.
Well, we do need one, so we've been...
Not that one. I've fallen in love with these. Aren't they spectacular? But they're 38 euros each, and that's a little too much for me. But they're just charming. Imagine that either side of a bed or in a bathroom, a lovely blue bathroom.
They are nice, but I think they're a bit pricey.
Yeah. I'm being good. I'm walking away from the adorable glasses. So cute. We found Thor's great-great-great-great-grandfather. I would say preserved in his full glory, preserved in some of his glory.
Have you seen the badger?
Step away from the badger. Seriously, how do I always end up having to say step away from the badger to you at a brocante? That's weird. That's a niche problem. Bit of armour for you, Philip, for, you know, an afternoon in the courtyard. I don't know what it is about me and glasses today, but these are minuscule and so cute and hand painted. No, I don't need these either. They're just darling. It's a very elegant 1930s doll. Quite magnificent outfit. There's quite a lot of old clothing here, and the workmanship, I mean the fineness of the lace and the details everywhere. It's all quite extraordinary. I think that these are all fashion plates. They must be in old-fashioned magazines. Yes. Oh gosh. That's incredible because I've seen so many of these clothes actually here. Then seeing the original magazines for them is fascinating. There's patterns for embroidery. Lovely wedding dress. Oh, now that is a lot of ribbons. That's a more is more philosophy when it comes to ribbons. What a stunning collection of books. I would be tempted by those, but I'm really trying not to get too much. But look, 1889. The earliest is 1888, and there's one to 1903. So tempting, but I really do feel that I need a library before I start buying the books for it. There's every bit of door hardware that you could ever possibly need.
Using the snakes.
What do you suppose the snakes were for? End of a curtain pole?
Oh, maybe.
Bit creepy. Well, we saw the boar's head on the way in. I feel that at least this one's got the whole body. That's more magnificent. I can't really think where we put it though. I am so tempted to buy that as a joke for Dan and just leave it somewhere in his forest to give him a little fright next time he goes out with the strimmer. Le Roi Soleil. What a beautiful book. All about Louis XIV.
Yes, it's from 1911.
It's stunning. Oh, look at the images. How much do you suppose that is?
200 euros.
Oh, is it?
I think so.
That's a pity. It's so beautiful. This is more up your street, isn't it?
Yes, fine.
Good bit of porcelain. Well, pottery. 650 euros for the book. Can you carefully put the book down?
I will.
Carefully put the book down. We're still leafing through the book. I'm very nervous. I'm backing away from the book.
Okay.
I mean, it is a lovely book.
I read
But
it.
you could probably buy half the porcelain for that price. There's another one of those Guerlain bottles. This one's 170.
Makes it 110 look like a bargain.
I love this sign. Butter and eggs, two of my favourite things. And of course, back in the fun days when telephone numbers were 4 digits. Though I understand this is going to age me quite a lot, my first number was actually 3 digits. Baddingham 627. We have found the cake tin section, and where's Maria when we need her? But they are darling shapes. Look at this one. That is the prettiest shape for a cake. I wonder if it would actually come out like that if I made it. Seems unlikely. So price 30. I think that's quite reasonable. And then there's little almost Sinterklaas figures. That looks like St. Nicholas, doesn't it? Philip is claiming that I am in disgrace because I bought one of the cake tins, but it is so cute. I got the gorgeous little doves. And look, it's a perfect cake tin. I looked inside. It's very shiny. It's immediately usable.
You need to open the playing field for me to buy any stuffed animal I want.
I'm sorry,
Let's
but
put it in our apartment.
no,
in the
a
bedroom,
usable
on the
cake tin.
mantelpiece.
No, a usable cake tin does not equate to a stuffed animal. No, it does not. It's useful.
I think it's useful.
Yes.
Have you used the squirrel tin yet, darling?
No, but that you can't.
Yeah,
I poison everyone if I use the squirrel
You said
tin.
you use
It needs
pink film.
retinning. This is not pointless. Oh look, Philip's holding a decanter.
It's a beautiful decanter. It's a beautiful pair. Quite crystal. Love them. But we don't need them, so I'm going to put them back.
Oh, this is you making a point, is it? How odious you are when you're being sanctimonious. They were nice, actually.
I know, they're
They were
beautiful.
quite useful.
We've got enough.
John and I are very taken with the old pump station.
And you could electrify the top.
Oh, and turn them into lamps.
Yeah.
I like the thinking.
Yeah.
They are very, very cool.
Those are absolutely classic.
I have realised what I would like to use these for, more than anything, would be to put them on over an underground wine barrel and then just use it as a wine pump at parties. It would work, come on, that would work. By your swimming pool, John.
I was going to say, as useful as your little bird Britain.
Oh,
I'm on a very useful day today.
this is going to be a running commentary until he gets something in his little grubby hands.
He's just upset I found something first.
That's really not the case.
You found it, haven't you?
I found what my revenge piece.
I'm actually scared to show everyone. Here it is. It's a whole lampshade, moss, crystals, a bird, and a fox.
It's actually really well done.
If they'd made it specifically for you, they couldn't have done better.
Maybe it's squirrel.
Oh, well, they've got the bird here. Yeah.
Yeah, there's a whole lot going
That's how
on.
much it is.
I think it's 210 euros. Is that price just round?
210, yes, you're right.
210.
Well, it's a bargain, isn't it? Because it's something we need.
Don't even think about it. Look, my cake tin was
It'll be
30
lovely.
euros.
Yes, so we can sit in front of the light of this beautiful lamp is bringing, and we can eat the cake that you've made.
If you had one of your romantic dinners alone
Perfect.
on the back veranda,
Yes.
with that as the centerpiece,
We have an audience.
Please don't encourage him, John. Please stop.
Stephanie would know what she's gotten here.
No, but your new bedside lamp.
Oh, can you imagine the dust? The dust. I'm stepping away. I'm leaving you. That's it. I'm off.
Wait till he asks you to rush out and get it in from the rain.
Here's Morgien, and I love these because they're all the different tarts in France. Blueberry tart, cherry tart, that's my favourite. Strawberry tart. I'll go for the cherry. Prunes. What else have they got? Oh, apricot. An apple. They are pretty, aren't they?
They're very nice.
And again, as earlier, they're Gien. Really delightful.
Modern, I think.
Yeah. I love these old coiffes. They're called coiffes, and they're what people would have worn 100 years ago or so in the area.
Like that.
Like that. Something to be said for it. You don't need to make such a neat chignon. You can just hide it once it's back there. I think they're very, very elegant.
I brought back brooches. You want to bring back?
Bring back the coiffe.
Yes.
Look at the darling little liqueur glasses. What, me in glasses today. They're tiny and very tall. I think they're really pretty. The colours are gorgeous, aren't they, Han? Poodle knife rests. Now that's a challenge for you. But look, can you make a pretty table using these?
Sure, I could.
48 euros for the poodles. Okay, that's it. I found it. Philip, that's your stuffed animal.
I think
that's the one.
Yeah, I can live with that.
It's awesome. Even I like that one. What are you doing in the middle of France? How did you get here? So many questions, so few answers from the ostrich. Oh, I'm getting some treats for tonight. C'est votre ferme.
Voilà.
So this is his gentleman's farm.
12 kilometers, Chambord.
Ah, so it couldn't be more local. I'm getting some pate of mushroom and lamb. And then also, Philip and I will have a little meal, just the two of us one night. It's lamb with apricots to serve with couscous.
Chestnut.
And this is chestnuts. Oh, but there's so many amazing things. Curry lamb. Giraud, that's wild mushrooms with lamb.
Garlic butter sauce.
Oh, that's garlic, but I would love this. Buying this food has made me very hungry, so we're going to find a table here and settle down for a proper lunch with wine. I was really worried about you because you didn't get any good luck because you didn't get any Lily of the Valley. But you have got good luck because you've been food on.
I am delighted, kind of.
That is such good luck. It's a really lucky day for both of us.
I'm disgusted. That's the word I'm looking for.
But look, my luck worked earlier because my Lily of the Valley meant that I found something at the brocante.
I hope it doesn't.
So maybe this afternoon you'll find something at the brocante too now.
Maybe a wipe to just.
Well, we've had a lovely long lunch with this view, which was gorgeous. And now, fueled by 2 glasses of rosé, I have the strength to get back into the brocante. Are you going to finally find your treasure now?
We'll
now
see.
you've had the good luck from the bird.
The right piece of taxidermy will come along.
What, you mean the ostrich wasn't the right one? Oh, I didn't tell everyone. 2,800 euros for the ostrich.
I mean, petty cash, right?
I can't tell you how relieved I am because I reckon if it had been 50 euros, we would currently be holding and carrying a massive life-size ostrich. We recognise these plates straight away because these are the set. They're made by Renoir now that Georges Sand had in the home she shared with her lover Chopin, quite near to us. It is really pretty. It's charming. Is that the ones? Yeah, that's the ones made by Renoir.
The same thing
The
goes
Georges Sand set.
for the glasses.
So I didn't know that, Philip. Really, that was the glasses. Let's go and have a look. I had no idea that that's the way what she paired them with.
I'm not sure if you paired them together,
But
but
she had both.
yes.
Very cheerful. Summery. This is a little punch set. Isn't that charming? I keep going for mini glasses. This is a very adorable mini glass punch set. Are you saying it's made for my size? That's really, really pretty. The green is so pretty. Yeah, it's been quite cracked.
And it's basically shippable.
Yeah. But look at the actual just.
Charming.
Yeah, and it's also been pooed on, Philip. Could that be a sign? I have decided to take the little bathroom set. It's beautiful French crystal. It's by Baccarat. Do you think we can find a spot in the bathroom for
I
it?
think so. I think we might have to get rid of a few things, but yes.
I think that I don't mind putting the contents of plastic bottles into that to make space. I wanted to show you all this fire surround because they're becoming rarer and rarer to find. It's all in tile and it would have gone within the fireplace. At the time in the 19th century when they started making the openings in the fireplaces smaller, they would put these decorative inserts. They're so pretty. And this one's even marked 1901. What a darling little sewing box. So you can just stop everywhere and look at different things. We're basically running now, but racing to just glimpse at everything. There he goes ahead, racing into the distance. Oh, we spotted something. Nice chandeliers.
What do you think?
I know we're looking for one at the moment, but no, I think I want some little flowers or something. I want it to sing out to me. And we're off again at a trot.
Oh, I like this one very much.
No, that's the wrong colour.
I like it with the colours.
But it's not the colours I'm looking for.
Yeah, the left one.
Even worse.
What?
Too dark. I
Remember
mean,
how you hate peach?
don't bring up peach again.
bringing up peach.
Don't bring up peach.
I am bringing up peach.
Look, peach works in our copper-coloured bathroom, but that's it.
Peach works.
Well, we think we found a chandelier that we can both agree on. And we are looking for one for a little bedroom project at the back. Yeah, and what we've really fallen in love with are the little stars on it. On several rows of little stars.
Here as well.
Very pretty.
The top. And these are very unusual the way they're cut. See?
Yeah, I do like it. Just need to change the bulbs, but it's quite lovely. Okay, I think we should ask about this.
Okay.
It turns out that Philip was right to run around looking at every store because it was the fifth store from the end that we found that chandelier, and we decided to go for it for a little bedroom transformation that we're planning, and it was €280, which I think is a real bargain. I'm really pleased with it. You're tinkling, darling, as you walk.
I thought that wouldn't happen for another 30 years, darling. But at least I'm younger than that. Another 50 years, let's leave it at that.
We're gathering everything together. The car is parked miles away. And you can imagine the amount of cars there were around this brocante. We arrived quite late in the day. I'm sitting romantically by the side of the road, waiting for the guys to come back with the car because they've left me with all of the shopping. And so I started Googling what we'd chosen today. I always do that. I start looking up everything. And I'd got that really beautiful set. And I noticed underneath that it was Baccarat, which is the best French crystal. It's extraordinary crystal. And I paid what I thought was quite a lot, €150 for the whole bathroom set. And I was wondering, was that okay? Was it too much? So I thought I would do some research. And I have just found it online. Just one of the perfume bottles for €350. And apparently it's the Malmaison pattern by Baccarat, which I didn't know either. It seems that I got a real bargain. So I'm on a bit of a high sitting here next to the road, waiting for the guys. Sweet home, and the Baccarat bathroom set looks fantastic on my dressing table, but I can't stare at it. I've got to hurry up, get dressed and go down to have dinner with the guests, which I'm so looking forward to. I can hear lots of laughter coming from the terrace because this weekend it's been such lovely weather that it's the first weekend we're able to have our drinks on the terrace before dinner. And of course tonight Nick is out there with his parents, and not so elusive. I think he might even have shown his face out there, but obviously I won't film his face. Oh, another super pretty table from Philip.
It's a very spring happy table.
It's our first turquoise one, I think. Yeah, no paper bag from Nick. Look, up to the neck I'm showing.
We're starting tonight with cucumbers, marinated strawberries and radishes, and then some horseradish flowers, and cream cheese with lemon and herbs.
Lovely.
Thank you.
The main, we have a chicken feta and prune salad, and then some mustardy potatoes and asparagus, and a Madeira and apple molasses.
Lovely.
Yeah, wow, thank
Wonderful. How wonderful.
What is your favourite?
Oh, yes.
I love asparagus.
Well, to finish, we have chocolate and banana mousse.
Thank you. Are the bananas from the garden?
The bananas.
That would be a treat.
The meal was absolutely sumptuous.
Yeah.
They had a dairy-free version for Angela.
Oh, you had the dairy-free?
Yes, and it was lovely.
It was incredible, beautiful.
But everything was so fresh because you could tell things were homegrown.
Yes, bananas from the garden.
Yeah, we pride ourselves on our bananas here. Thank you all for joining us for another day at the Chateau de Lalande. I'd like to say a huge thank you to all of my patrons, but especially Ashley Wolf, Beverly Veras Yusufian, and Lodovico Zordanazzo. Thank you so much for supporting us here at Lalande. Lots of love to all of you, and I can't wait to see you in Sunday's video.